Hey everyone, my name is Veia and I'm here planning my own magic into my everyday life. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be moving into my 2023-2024 Erin Condren Life Planner, which I'm using as my content planner. It is a 12-month July to June vertical planner in the Wildflowers design. So if you'd like to see how I'll be setting that up for use, then please keep watching. Welcome back, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. I love planning creatively to find that magical balance between fun and function. So if that is something that sounds like your vibe, I would love for you to consider subscribing. And if you're a current subby, hey friend, thank you so much for being here again. Okay, so this should be quick, you guys, because I've had a long time to think about how I was going to do this, and I also had a little bit of a head start by using a previous planner as a makeshift content planner. So I kind of already have a lot of ideas as far as what I'm going to do in here, and I use sticky notes to, make sure I mark out different things that I want to do in my planner, as you can see. So we're gonna start right out the gate with this. I took it out of my folio here, which I did show you how I loaded that up with all of my content planning supplies in a previous video. So if you haven't seen that, then make sure you check that out. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start right at the beginning. And what I want to do with this page, and this just hit me like a ding light bulb idea, was to change the vellum. Now, hold on, let me get what I need to change the vellum before I start talking about it. Now, if you saw any of the pre-launch videos or just any videos talking about the EC launch for this year, this upcoming year, you might have heard or seen a lot of people talking about this vellum. Now, this vellum typically shows you or gives you the interior design of the planner on the vellum. But for whatever reason, this year, the EC team did it with the canvas kind of, signature theme. It's also kind of an Erin Condren thing. I can't say it's just to the canvas, but I was so upset that this was not wildflowers. I was just waiting for this vellum to be beautifully decorated with wildflowers, and it made me so sad that it wasn't. And it's really been bothering me. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to kind of fix that really quickly. I am going to sacrifice all of the remaining washi style stickers, or maybe not all of them, but a lot of them on this page to give this vellum a Wildflowers makeover. These stickers are in the designer sticker book that matches the Wildflowers design, and they are a paper tape style. So I figured they shouldn't weigh down the vellum too much. And I need this vellum to be Wildflowers. So I'm gonna put these stickers on here. I'm gonna try to keep it within this pattern to kind of give like a mimic or imitation of what it would have looked like if they had done it this way already. So I'm gonna speed this up really quick and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I did still have a couple left over, but I didn't want to overdo it. It's a little bit difficult navigating because of I wanted these to look like they were coming out of the bottom of the page, obviously, but up here I couldn't do that. But I think it's okay, and I think it still looks okay with the canvas behind it, and it gives the vibes. It's not perfect, but it gives the vibes. Okay, so that is all set up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my name sticker, and I actually made these myself. I have a Cricut cutting machine and I make stickers all the time. It's like an obsession. I will literally turn around and make a sticker at a moment's notice. So I'm just gonna use these. I made these labels, and I might change this a little bit later because I've been liking a few new fonts, but for now it will be okay. And I'm actually gonna white this out because it's not my life planner, it's actually my content planner. So I'm gonna white this out, and I'm also gonna white out this part because, yes, it's made in the USA, and that's wonderful. I love that it is the life planner and the EC company, but I don't need that there. So I'm gonna put my handle, and I'm gonna put what this planner is for. And I really like labeling the inside of these planners like that, and then you can see it through the vellum, and That's so pretty. I love that. You can barely tell the whiteout is there. Maybe one day I'll add some more vellum or washi floral stickers right here to cover that. But for now, it's completely fine. I'm just going to ignore it. Please excuse me while I interrupt myself to give you a quick 2-minute flip through of this planner in its entirety. As I'm editing this video, I got a comment on my last video of someone saying that they did not see enough coverage of the Wildflowers vertical layout version, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick flip through for you guys. I, just assumed that someone else had covered it already, someone who had received a pre-launch box, but apparently no, the vertical Wildflower specifically, I guess wasn't out there too much. So just honoring that request. Thank you for watching the video and thank you for commenting and engaging. And I'm just showing you, the tabbed pages like this one here, and then the month at a glance, and then the productivity pages, and then I tried to show like the first full color week of whatever the month was. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll be back to this setup video very shortly. Alright, so being that this is my content planner, I don't have to really try to fit many more things in here other than the things that I will use for content. So here, I already put a sticky note for a year of promos and sales. So if you're new to my channel, you might not know that I'm an Erin Condren affiliate. So that means that there are different promotions and sales and things that I'll become aware of earlier than the general public. And I thought it'd be nice to have a place where I can kind of put reminders of those upcoming things for the year. And this 12 boxes in a life planner typically represents the full year of your planner, but you can tweak it however you want. So I was thinking instead of taking up the whole page, I might split these boxes in half since there's 6 and turn them into 12, where I can put, July through June, which promos and sales are coming up. And just to give you an example, if say I were to start this, now it's May, and I think that the Teacher Life Planner was just announced today, so the launch is coming soon, but affiliates were able to talk about them as of today, which is May 10th. So in May, if one of these boxes were to say May, I would put Teacher Life Planner, and I would put the date that they can be talked about, and then / and then the date that they will be released to the general public. So, and I just like that because, a lot of people who are new to Erin Condren, or they're new to the planner community, or maybe the Erin Condren community is their first planner community, and they're looking for like sales and, well, when does this come out and when does that come out? I can have a reference page to when that happens. So I know that I want to use this page for that. Obviously, I'm not going to fill that on camera because that would break one of the #1 rules of being an EC affiliate, which is not to talk about things until we're allowed to, when they're out of embargo. And speaking of, if you are new to EC or you're shopping EC, I would love it if you use my links up above. If you go into my banner or on my link tree, depending on where you're seeing my platforms, you can shop with me, and that will let Erin Condren know that I'm recommending products to you that I love, and therefore you have probably fallen in love with them because you want to buy them. That helps me out a lot, and it's completely free to you if you make an EC Insider account, and you actually get a lot of these sales and sneak peeks and stuff ahead of time as well. Okay, moving forward, I do have a monthly system already for how I plan for my content. I don't really know if I'm going to share that or not. I've given little glimpses of it in like my monthly planning setups, because I do plan monthly in my content planner right after I plan monthly in my catch-all planner. But comment down below if you're a beginner content creator who, you know, wants to see how I come up with my content and try to stick to a schedule and keep things consistent. It's giving me some momentum. I don't want to say it's working because, you know, knock on wood, but I have really been loving like the flow of how things have been going for me. It's not as frustrating as it used to be trying to remain consistent. But anyway, yeah, so maybe I'll show that in another video. But for this page, it says drafts list, because I don't know about any of you who also may be creating content, but I have tons of like filmed clips of stuff in my phone that I use for like, you know, reels or TikToks or photos or whatever, you know, just as I'm doing life, because my content is my real everyday life. I'm not, you know, faking anything. So, you know, I may record like unboxings or take pictures, or I may record something in my kitchen that I really want to share, but I just haven't gotten around to posting it or editing it or whatever. And so I want to have a running list of those things, so that as I look back, maybe I'm in a rut of content, or maybe I, you know, forgot about something, I want to have a page where I can put my drafts list. So I'm not going to write that in today either, because right now I'm not quite ready to put those in here. I have a ton of stuff that literally just needs to be posted, and so if I put it on here, it's technically not a draft. So I don't want to do that. But I did want to explain to you what I'll be using this page for. And like I mentioned, this video is not going to be long, because, you know, planning the content is not, you know, gonna be a part of the move-in. But I did want to show you what all I do in this planner to set it up, just in case anyone else is setting theirs up and they need ideas. So these sticker pages I'm actually going to rip out. And I know somebody out there is like cringing, like, what do you mean you're gonna rip them out? And I'm honestly debating on ripping this one out as well, because now that I have my folio, I don't really know what I would put back here, but I'm a little too scared to rip it out, because what if it's a mistake? Like, I do not know. So I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute, since I'm so unsure. It's probably a bad idea if you're not sure, right? Okay, so back to the stickers. I definitely rip these out all the time. It doesn't matter which planner they're in, because I just hate having to flip through the back to get to them. So I'm gonna get my paper cutter and I'm going to cut off these edges. And what I actually want to do is I want to see if it's possible at all to get these stickers cut to the size of this dashboard to where they would fit. Ooh, and it would be really close, but I think I can do it. And of course it's going to depend on each page, but I'm going to try to do that really quick. And I'm going to pause you guys and do a time lapse, because I need to focus or I'm going to mess it up. So be right back. Okay, so that was one of the scariest things I've ever done. 0 out of 10, do not recommend that unless you are a genius with the paper cutter, because if you look, I literally almost, like, I cut to the cut line of the label stickers. I didn't quite cut them, but damn near. Okay, so yeah. Whew. And it was just scary every time. It was like bungee jumping. I will never do that again. And I probably didn't even get the rest of these to the right size for the pocket dashboard. I probably just got it, like, just this one, because this thing is so narrow. Okay, so let me see if this will even fit in here. Because originally when I ordered these, this is what I thought I was gonna be able to do with this, was put my stickers in it, but it's just a little bit too narrow. Okay, so do this in real time, because we're gonna struggle together. Okay. Ugh. Okay. You kind of have to like hold it open. Yeah, I'm not gonna shove it anymore because I'm gonna crinkle it, but you can see like there's a little bit of room for those. But one thing about these is I think it's just better to leave stuff in there that you're gonna leave for a little bit. I don't recommend these for like taking stuff in and out, because getting them in and out is gonna be such a struggle. Like, this is so sturdy and the paper so flimsy that, you know, you're gonna like be messing up your sheet of stickers trying to get it in there. So, but I did get them to fit. So if you don't care about wedging them in and out, I guess, then do that. But see, these are just a little bit too wide, and I was not about to mess up my cakes, you guys. These are my favorite stickers, are the cakes. I said that in my launch haul. I wasn't about to mess those up. Could not take the risk. Let me see if I got this one close. And that's a negatory. And I almost shaved the cut lines of these. Like, I was like, as soon as I sliced it, I thought I nicked the circles. So yeah, again, we're not doing that. We're not doing that again. But I got the fringy things cut off, and I guess that's all that matters, right? So yeah, done with that. And actually, now that I have this little dashboard out, I can show you what was in here, because this is also part of my content. So this is my like content pillar cheat sheet. I basically created my pillars of like all the parts of my channel that, you know, I would deem into certain categories if I were to do that. And I put video ideas for all 3 of them under each category. I wanted to keep it so that, you know, it lasts a long time. So I had it laminated, but that was before I had these. So now I can just slide this down in here. And I actually like the fact that it's laminated because it goes in a little more easily, since it's not just a flimsy piece of paper. It's actually laminated. So I'm gonna wiggle this down in here. And if you haven't seen reviews of these, things do stick out a little bit from the top too, but I think that's better too, because now I can actually yank it out of here. And then on this side, I am going to slide in this notepad sheet of paper. And this is one that I'll probably use like not a wet or dry erase, because I'm scared that those will transfer, but I would do like the Sharpie and then clean with alcohol trick, because I like to use this to show me like a weekly breakdown of what videos I'm making and stuff. Okay, and as if I haven't been traumatized by this paper cutter enough, I do want to cut off just the top of this piece of note paper, just so that it's not higher than the actual tab. We're about to do this together, y'all. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was terrifying. Okay, it got to the top of the tab. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna test it no further. Okay, so now it's not any higher than the tab, and that's all I wanted. For now, this is what I have in my pocket snap-in dashboard. I always say that backwards, snap-in pocketed dashboard. All right, so that's the gist of my content planning. I think that I would probably take this into the week that I'm on as I, you know, content plan, just kind of as a bookmark. I think that's another cool use for this. And I'm ready to set up July when we get there. And I know you're probably like, okay, why did you do this move-in in May when it starts in July? You know, I tell people all the time, especially like planner newbies or EC newbies or both, do things in your planner early so that by the time it's really time to use them, you're not wasting them because you're trying to figure out how to use them. So for example, I've been using a makeshift planner. I've been using a horizontal planner as my content planner, and I'm not a horizontal girl. Like, it's just really difficult for me to wrap my head around those pages. So I've literally just been using it as like almost like a notebook with lines that separate the days, right? But I ordered this one in the vertical layout so that I can really break down, you know, my content plans the way that I would actually plan. And this planner goes all the way to July, right? And July 2024 are the same dates as May 2023. So I've actually been practicing in my planner in the way that I would plan vertically for, you know, my content. So I just basically took the same plans from, this is from last week, I took the same plans in the horizontal spread in my other planner, and I moved them into here and like practiced what I would put in each section and things like that. So if you have the opportunity to do mock spreads in your planner in any way, whether it's a duplicate month or a duplicate week, you know, a lot of the weeks like carry over into the following, you know, month. So let me see, July, yeah. So see, here's June. So you might have a planner that goes to June, you know, June 26th to July 2nd, but you want to move into your new planner, practice in your old planner what you want to do in this one, just to see if that works for you. And I think that helps a lot of people like not fall into a planner rut as soon as they start a new planner, because you're not actually, you know, wasting weeks and spaces practicing. But also, if that doesn't work, just be okay with practicing, you guys. Like, there's 52 weeks in a year for you to practice using your planner. And just because the last week didn't work for you doesn't mean that your planner's not working for you, because the whole purpose of planning is to try to help you figure out how to manage and organize, you know, your life, or whatever area of your life that you're trying to use a planner for. That's the goal. So keep practicing and be okay with practicing. And I definitely hope that this video was helpful in giving any ideas or inspiration to those of you who are setting up a new planner, or maybe you're a beginner content creator like me, or something else, you're new to something else, you're starting a new venture in life and you just need to get organized around it. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and I appreciate you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like my content so far. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.